Ramsey. I am just a grassroots car enthusiast. What I wanted to do with these videos specifically is just showcase a grassroots enthusiast perspective of what me or any of you would think as a first impression as you get into one of these cars. Now today, I have myself a hold of a brand new, much sought after 2016 GT350. Everybody wonders what this car is all about because they hear a lot of different things. Oh, it's stiff, oh, it's loud, oh, it does this or it does that. But my first impression when I got in the car is that if it does this sound, there can't be anything wrong with that. So, my rundown on the car is very, very easy. I'm not going to bore you with 1,000 different things and 11 minutes of going through everything on the car. What I am going to give you is the bullet points of what is the most important thing about the release of this car, and then I'll tell you why. The one thing is this engine. Ford, been a big fan of for a hell of a long time. Raised with them along with a lot of other companies, but they know how to make a V8, and this one, as you've all heard before, this is the Voodoo flat plane crank engine. So not only can it rev to 8,200 RPM, which I've done quite a few times now, but it creates a sound that nothing else I've ever driven has. Because honestly, I think I'm short shifting all the time when I hit 6,000 RPM. It's not really exactly what you need to be doing with a car like this because it almost begs to be revved over 4. It's where all the sound is, where all the power is. I mean, anything after about 3,900 RPM, it's all a torque curve. And it will just keep on going until you hit 7. There's really not any reason except for some kind of listening experience to go past 7, but it's excellent and it's very, very good at what it does. It's not a vicious power that you can't get a hold of, i.e. Z06, which is fun still, but you still want to be able to drive a car through a corner. I'm not considering myself the best driver in the world, but I can say that I can get through a corner all right, and this car helps people do that, and that's what I like about this. I have it in track mode right now, and I've been cruising through a few Southern California canyons. The beautiful thing about that is it hasn't given me a reason to think that I'm going to lose control of the car at any point, and that gives you a big security about driving a fast car. Especially since it goes hand in hand with the way that the suspension is set up on the car. Ford did a really, really great job with their Magna Ride, but a lot of other companies have this same suspension technology too, and that's a great thing because basically all this technology is trickling through the whole industry. We know it on the R8, we know it on all the Ferraris, we know it on especially all of the GM vehicles like the Corvette, like the new ZL1, the Z28. So the really, really good thing about that is everybody's kind of sharing the same idea about what they want to create with these cars and what they want it to end up being like. Naturally aspirated 5.2 liter, flat plane, 530 horse, 430 foot-pounds. You can't go wrong with something like that because it's basically the same setup as what the GT350R would be on the engine. It almost has the exact same sound too, but it's up to you if you want it quiet or not. I mean, it can be quiet, but why? Especially when you're cruising through canyons like this and you have everything bouncing off all the canyon walls. You let everybody know you're coming. You may piss off a few people, but those people just don't know what they're missing out on. So I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna just let you kind of experience the